Alright, Shalom. Kalala Yamla Yahawaba Shamya Shaiba Shamraka Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Alright, this year is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. And coming back again to do another lesson. And the name of this lesson is basically, a thanking. It don't have a name. This is just 2020 the year prophecy, but before I say anything, give all praise to the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because the Lord basically he opened back up my channel, because prior I was doing my videos on GMS Prolific, which is the camp. Everybody in the camp, the young brothers, just put up the videos there. The camp leader left that page for them. So I used to do my videos there, but now hold on. Yeah, as I was saying, the Most High give me a opportunity now to go back on my personal page, which is GMS Trinidad Yashral, and you see how much notifications I have 1,619, because I ain't go on this page in close to a month. You understand? So I went on it, put up my password, because this is not my phone I use in here to do this video. I put up my password, and after putting up my password, I say I'm gonna go and check to see if I could upload a video. So I uploaded a short video, and it went up. Because prior to that, YouTube did send me some kind of madness that I can't upload, I can't live stream, I can't do nothing. So I was trying to upload still on it, and I couldn't do it. But I get through now. So I say, well, hey, God praise the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for that, And we in 2020 the year prophecy, and I'll read a scripture here in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse. Well, I don't know, as I said, it's not my phone, so I don't know the Apocrypha on it, but the Apocrypha here in front of me, and I'll read it. I'll read from verse 1. Alright, I'll read from verse 1. And it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Alright? And the Highest visiting the world which he made, the Highest being Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. He is the Highest, he is the Most High. And he is visiting the world which he made. He is visiting the world which he made. How is he visiting the world which he made? With the amount of things we see happening in the world today. The plagues, the chariot sightings, pestilences. Right now, this whole world, when you watch the news, you could never say this place have 45 years to go, or 40 years, or 20 years, or 10 years, or even 5, or even 2, or even 1. Like literally, it might be you never know, the Lord could come back this year. The Lord could come back within this year. The way how things going, everywhere have an uproar. Like I have my TV on Al Jazeera, and I watching Al Jazeera, and everywhere have an uproar. Everywhere people kicking up, people uneasy. Everywhere in the world people uneasy and having problems and causing problems and all kind of thing. Everywhere in the world, people not at ease right now. Nah, not at all. People uneasy right now. Everywhere in the world have a uproar. So you could never say, hold up. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, as I was saying, I watching You're watching Al Jazeera, and Al Jazeera is just wars. It's in Sudan, Libya. It's in freaking between Iran and America. It's between it have fires in Australia, burning down everything. You know, and you sing on and you watching that. All of these things is the highest visit in the world which he made. The highest visit in the world which he made. And these people out here still playing. I'm going to continue to read. It says, verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes, is where Puerto Rico received like about 500 earthquakes in some days. Therefore when thou shalt begin to see this, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. What's that uproar? I'm gonna look up down Google if uproars. Uproar meaning a loud and impassioned noise or disturbance, a public expression of protest and outrage. I'm gonna look up some here. Protests in the world. Protests around the world. Right, on October the 22nd, 2019, a World a Business Insider, right? Hey, the time was 4:41, 144. A world on fire. Here are all the major protests happening around the globe right now. More than 10 people have died so far as a result of riots in Chile. Protests can be a powerful political tool for enacting change. Current protests are happening in places like Hong Kong, Chile, and France, to name a few. Alright? Last year. Let me see if I find that in Hong Kong. That is in Hong Kong. Yes, no. In the Netherlands, thousands of Dutch farmers continue to clog highways with their tractors. In Netherlands, right? France, several protests are ongoing in France, including an almost year-long movement by yellow vest, yellow jacket demonstrators. In France, right? There we go on. Peruvians, which is in Peru, are blocking access to copper mines while confusion surrounding the president's government persists. That is in Peru. Protesters in Haiti called for the resignation of President Jovenel Moïse. That is in Haiti. There we go. Hundreds of thousands of Lebanese citizens are protesting government corruption. There we go. Syria's Kurdish population is protesting the removal of American troops. Let's go. We go in. And then we go read the scripture again. Protests are expected to erupt in Iraq against Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi's government. Let's go again. In Israel, there are protests focused on the police inaction in violence against Israeli Arabs. UAW workers have been on strike for 2 weeks in the United States. A wave of protests hit Chile in October. Chileans last year are calling out increasing inequality, stagnant wages, and rising oil prices. And I guess that is it. So let me read over the scripture in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter and the third verse. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. What the word uproar mean? What the word uproar mean? You look up what uproar mean again. Uproar meaning, you say a public expression of protest or outrage. It caused an uproar in the press. It says 2nd Ezra 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars or protests in the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, we are in the end. Alright? All of these things shown and proven that we are in the end. We in the end. This is not the beginning, this is the end. Alright? Right, so as I was saying, we in the end. And these are scripture to prove that. This book of Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. But what it says hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son. So from the time that Yahushua, which is the Son of the Heavenly Father, came on the earth, that was the last days. And then in the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6, I'll read from verse 7. It says, that is in the Apocrypha, right? I'm going to get it here on online. Yeah, online Apocrypha there. Bear with me a little bit. Go. Going on anyway. Right. Yeah. In the Apocrypha here, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse. I read from 1. Right? It says, and he said unto me in the beginning, when all of these things were happening, the Most High spake about this in the beginning, as you read in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, right? When the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or even the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot. And Eri, the present years, Eri means before, and Eri, the present years, were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Verse 6, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, which is the Most High, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Verse 7 says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, and when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And what Esau is? The end of the world, right? Esau is the end of the world. And let me get second Ezra, the second chapter, and about the 34th verse. I read from the 33rd verse, and it says this: I, Esdras, received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Horeb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandment of the Lord. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand. That heathen there is the Israelites who Paul went to, the apostle, who Peter first get the charge to go to, Cornelius. They were Israelites, because Israel did what to the Most High? Israel cast off the Lord, cast off Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. So didn't Paul say, therefore we turn to the Gentiles to provoke you to jealousy? The Israelites that lost their heritage through various captivities. Going on, verse 34, therefore I say, O ye heathen, you heathen, therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for a shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Who gonna give us everlasting rest? That is Yahushai. And when Yahushai coming? In the end of the world. And we could clearly see we in the end of the world. In these last days, in the end of the world. So when Yahushai came was the beginning of the last days, because he represented the end of all heathenistic empires. The Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greco-Romans. Yahushai represented the end of all heathens ruling the face of the earth. Because when Yahushai returns to rule, only the Israelites will be ruling the face of the earth and the universe forever and ever under Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Okay? That's why the scripture say, the saints shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That is why the scripture say that. The kingdom shall not be left to other people. That's why the scripture say that. But it says Yahushua shall come in the end of the world. And who is the end of the world? Esau is the end of the world. So this is why now Isaiah the 63rd chapter going on coming. Because Yahushua coming for the Edomites at the end of the day. That is who he coming for. The Edomites, Esau, Edom. So it's clear to see who Edom is. Edom is the so-called white people. Because if we in the end of the world and Yahushua come in the end of the world, and Edom is the end of the world, Then Yahushua to be coming for the Edomites. Isaiah the 63rd chapter. The first verse, and it says, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? And who is Edom? Who is Edom? Esau. Who is Esau? Edom. Edom, Esau. Esau, Edom is... Nope. I make a mistake there. 36. Genesis 36 verse 8. And it says, Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So Esau, Edom, Esau is the same man. Is the white, so-called white. Who is this that cometh from Edom? Which means red, with dyed garments from Bozrah. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, which is who? Yahushua. For he shall save his people from their sins. Matthew 1:21. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat? This symbolizes death for the Edomites. Why he red? Because it's blood on his clothes. Not literally. The amount of bodies he coming to lay slain of the Edomites. And 2/3 of your own people, verse 3. I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So, the Lord coming for the Edomites. This is why we see all these uproars in the face of the earth, because we in the end of the world, and in the end of the world, Yahushua will return for the Edomites who rule the world currently in a complete ungodly manner. They're not ruling the world in godly fear and reverence to the King Yahweh, the Supreme Yahweh. They reverence Satan, and that is why the world in this condition it's in, and that is why Yahushua will return to flatten it and build back up our kingdom, which will be ruled in godly fear and Yahweh. Why Yahushua will be reverenced by everything. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Alright? And that is facts. Alright? That is facts. So, all the wars that we see on the protests and the uproars and the fires and the rumors of wars with Iran and America and the Russian ship that nearly ran into an American boat, and all of these different set of things are happening all over the face of the earth. The earth completely stable right now. And another thing, I watched on the news this morning with Haiti, 1 in 3 people can't find food to eat. But this nigga, the so-called white man, could spend $800 trillion on bombs and guns. $800 billion on bombs and guns every year. But you can't end world hunger. This is why the Most High going and fucking destroy this man. He's not about peace, he's about... The way scripture says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Like Proverbs the 29th chapter and the 2nd verse. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And $800 billion every year in defense. You're supposed to be the world police, but people hungry. You know, people, 1 in 3 people in Haiti, right there right on the Western Hemisphere, same hemisphere you on, right? 1 in 3 people in Haiti hungry, can't find food to eat. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. We going and make, through our policy that we present into the world, which is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, through our philosophy, through our dominion that we're going to have, will make everybody rejoice. Even heathens go be rejoicing and saying, yeah, boy, thank God the Israelites in power. You know? This nigga, the so-called white man, he know about that. Scripture says in the book of Proverbs, 12th chapter and the 10th verse. It says, righteous man regarded the life of his beast, which you call we cattle. We supposed to be in your hands, right? We in your hands. Supposed to regard our life. But it's not righteous. You're poisoning we, you're killing we out, you're threatening we to destroy we every minute. It says, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. And let me look up what the word cruel is there. Come from the Hebrew. Let's know it. Go come to me. Akazariah, something so. Akazarai. Akazarai. I know the Tazar. Cruel one. So hold up. Right, yeah. The word is Akazarai, right? Akazarai, right? And it means cruel one, terrible, cruel, harsh. The tender mercies are the wicked as harsh. The hard bondage when thou was made to serve, fierce, savage. Listen, eh? A savage messenger, one who brings grievous tidings such as a sentence of death. That is what the mercies of the wicked does do. Let me read it over. A righteous man regarded the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, still bringing death to you. Even if he's trying to be peaceful to you, he go and kill you. That is how he does function. You understand? And that is the hands of the man that we in right now. So that is why we seeking to get out of his hands. So with that, I'll give all praise to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to Wada Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai for, opening back up my channel so I could do back. Well, I was always doing my videos, but I would put it back up on my channel, because I had a next channel, and the channel that I had, my phone ended up falling down and mashing up, and I had my password on that phone. I didn't get to write it out in a book, so I lost that channel too. But nevertheless, the Most High is good. So hopefully you've been edified. Till the next time, I'll say Shalom.